Don't give us a stupid scenario
So
about
when the
World War
men
III.
are going to war, what happens?
Says who? There are women. There are women who went to war. There are women in this world today who go to war. So stop lying to us already. The men are not the only ones who go to war.
Yes, and look who alive is terrorists in Palestine. It was all of them women.
All of them are women.
Girls
So-
and alive the biggest.
Even in
The biggest
Islam,
Ahmad.
Aisha led a battle in war.
Yeah, Aisha disobeyed, by the way. Aisha was a prostitute also. She disobeyed. She disobeyed. She's supposed to stay at home according to the Quran. And she led an army, okay, against Muhammad's own cousin, Ali. Ali, who Muhammad said was what? His equal representation. He said, when I'm not here, Ali is me and I am an Ali. Me and Ali are one. He represents me. No one else represents me except for Ali. You want to explain to me why she led a rebellion against him and unalived him? So according to Islam, what we know is everything is about disobedience. And Leah, you want to bring the scenario of World War III because you have nowhere else to run. But in Europe today, in Norway, I can show you stories, horrific stories of Muslim men raping Norwegian white women, blonde Norwegian white women. Why are they all Muslim? Okay, what about in Sweden? What about in Sweden? What about in Sweden? Stop. What? We don't need World War III to happen to know when Muslim men, your Muslim men, are the ones who are raping little girls, little boys, and women, Norwegian women. Norwegian little boys, little girls. But you don't want that. You want me to show you on the screen right now?
Okay, listen, Rita. I don't define raping by color. Men is men, white, yellow, black.
I didn't ask you.
red.
I didn't ask you about the rest. The rest of them, they're criminals
Men are
because they
men.
want. Listen to me,
Guys, set the
sister.
screen.
Sister, listen to
guys.
me.
We get a report again. We get a report
No,
again.
I'm not going to say it. I'm not
Most
saying
men
it.
are evil.
I am not
Most
saying. No,
men
that's
are
not
evil,
true.
Rita,
That's
and
not
you
true.
know it.
That is
You
not
know
true.
it.
That is not true. You're a liar. See, because you cannot defend Islam, you must make almost all men evil. All men are not evil.
Let me speak to her.
All men are not
Men,
evil.
they like kids.
Only in Islam are men called to do evil things because your Allah tells them to rape women.
No.
Because your Allah, yes, in your Quran, and now you're defending it. You're trying to defend it, trying very hard to defend it because you know that it's impossible for these men to have been indoctrinated.
Thank you,
the
sister.
other men are not indoctrinated.
You are,
Okay,
you
they want to do it, but
generalizing.
Allah, stop talking over me. But your Allahu Akbar, in your filthy Quran, told the Muslim man to go grape blonde, blue-eyed women, blonde, blue-eyed little girls, blonde, blue-eyed little boys. So in Norway, all the crimes that are happening are because of your Allah, not because of Muslim men. Muslim men were once innocent men. They didn't do all the evils until they found that Allah tells them to do all the evils, and then they do it. So stop your nonsense.
I don't want to fight with you, and I want.
You're not fighting. You're not going to win because your Quran exposes your lie. You said all men are evil, and I just told you I can trust all the men that I'm not married to. I can trust all the men who've been in my life. Okay, whether or not they're young or old. If they're Christian, I can trust them with my life. But I can never trust your Muslim men because your Allah tells them to grape me and unalive me. There you go.
Also, Leah, think about it in this way. What she's saying isn't that like men are like what you're saying is men are going out and doing these things, but some men are going out and doing these things from their own will. There's a difference between that and what is being taught to men.
Are they being instructed, Rinat? Are they being instructed by Allah to do these crimes? Yes. Allah in the Quran says, go capture these women, make them your shmeks slaves. Allah says, take the little children and make them your slaves. Allah is the one who says it, not human beings. And then Muhammad tells them, go and unalive all the children, all the women. If they are not Muslim, so what? Who cares?
But which religion do you follow, Rita? What is your religion?
I left Islam because I know Islam. I'm not like you. I left Islam after 15 years as an adult, studying it, practicing it. I went to Hajj twice. I'm not like you. I went Umrah several times. I'm not like you. So I know Islam inside and out. You don't come and try to explain Islam to me. I teach you Islam. You don't tell me that Islam, in your Islamic worldview, that all men are evil. That's evil. You are evil because you say all men are evil. No, not all men are evil. Epstein is evil, but Epstein is evil because Muhammad is evil. Muhammad told him to do what he did. Why don't you say Muhammad is evil because Muhammad did it too?
I said mostly men are evil.
Why don't you say,
But
why
most
don't you
men
say,
aren't evil.
why don't you say Muhammad is evil because Muhammad did it too? If Epstein is bad, Muhammad is bad equally, if not worse. Because Muhammad said he's a prophet. Muhammad said he comes from Allah. Muhammad said that Allah told him to do it. If Epstein is bad in your eyes, and you are lying to me, I know you are. If
I think you are young.
If
You will
Epstein,
change. I think you are young.
if Epstein is bad in your eyes, say Muhammad is bad. I dare you. No? Muhammad was good? He grapes Maria al-Qibtiyya. He grapes Rihana. He grapes Safiya bint Huyay. He unalives her entire family, Safiya bint Huyay. Slaughters all of them. Takes the little children, unalives them. And Muhammad is good? Epstein is bad? You are a liar.
But it was different
Leah,
times.
don't give me it's a
It
different
doesn't
time.
matter.
Hayawana. Don't tell me it's a different time. Evil is evil at any time. That's why God was punishing evil. My God, my one true triune God was punishing evil people for evil actions. Your Allah told them to do evil actions. How is it the same God? When the Amalekites and when the Midianites were busy unaliving their children and sacrificing their children to their false gods, Muhammad's God told you, go sacrifice the Jewish children, the Christian children to me. And you did it. Now you're trying to defend Muhammad and tell me, no, it's a different time. No, you hayawana. It is not a different time. It's the same time as Adam's time. God does not change his mind because we are in 2026. God is always God. His standard is always one. His goodness is always one. And he is holy. He is Quddus. He is always holy. He does not change. But if you come and tell me, because 2026 today, but in Muhammad's time it was 625 or 20, okay? 620. Then you're going to have to explain to me how Muhammad did not know not to sleep with little children. Because Jesus in his time, Jesus was before him, and Jesus knew. And he told us not to sleep with children.
Okay, then my question to you is...
No, answer my question first.
Okay, what was your question?
How did Jesus say, never touch children in your entire existence, because if you touch children, you will go to hell. But your Muhammad says, the one you follow, your Muhammad says, enter little children. Your Muhammad says, grape little children, boys and girls, in his Quran. How is that okay? But you don't like Epstein.
I go back to that it was different times that...
I just told you, listen to me. If you want to be an animal, you can be an animal, Leah. I'm saying to you, there is no difference between now, back then. Because Jesus was before Muhammad and he told you not to touch children. But when Muhammad touched children, it's okay. If Muhammad sleeps with a little baby girl at 6 years old, it's okay? It's okay?
It was a different time.
You disgusting woman. Listen you, you donkey. It's not a different time. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not a different time. It's still the same time because Jesus Christ told you, you hayawana, but you don't want Jesus because Jesus is too holy for you.
Yes,
You don't want
Jesus
Jesus because Jesus tells you, he proves to you that Muhammad is in fact from Satan. Jesus tells you not to do something. Muhammad does it and you don't say, but Muhammad did this, that was evil. Ugh, why did he do that? He's a criminal. But no, when Muhammad sticks his pee in a 6-year-old, you're okay with it. You defend it. You are the PDF file. You are the one who's wrong, not even Muhammad. How dare you? You come here and then you want to describe for us what is right and what is wrong? Why was it right in Muhammad's time then? Why is it right in Muhammad's time? Why is it wrong in Jesus' time? Huh? Why until today they're doing the exact same thing that Muhammad did? Muhammad slept with a little baby girl. And today you've got 60, 70-year-old men sleeping with you hate Epstein. But Epstein was younger than Muhammad.
But listen, I told you I don't believe in the hadith.
Listen, you hayawana, I'm talking to you from the Quran. In the Quran it says he slept with a baby. In the Quran it tells you can sleep with a little girl, with a little boy. Stop running to hadith. I'm not you. I talk from the Quran. Your filthy, disgusting Quran, which tells you to do unspeakable, disgusting things. You want to defend Muhammad, but you will not defend Epstein. That's why you're a liar. Absolutely disgusting.
Also,
You don't see how
Lina,
hypocritical you are? You don't see how wrong you are? Old men schmexing little children and you want to defend Muhammad? How dirty of you. How dirty of you. As a woman, as a grown woman, you should be ashamed of yourself. In Norway today, you've got Muslim men, not the Christians, Muslim men, not the Jews, not the atheists, Muslim men, having schmecks with children. But you don't want to defend Muhammad and your Islamic barbards from injustice. No. You want to defend them from justice. You want them to get away with raping little children, doing unspeakable things to children, and then you want to expose Epstein, but you're a hypocrite. Because if Epstein was bad, Muhammad was worse. If I was being unjust to Muhammad, you would have been right.
but at least Muhammad married.
You hayawana, he didn't marry. You don't have marriage in Islam. The word for marriage is zawaj. The word for F-U-C-K in Islam is nikah. He did nikah with a little child. He didn't have marriage with a little child, you donkey. How do you marry a little child? What little girl decides to go see? I was 6 years old once upon a time. My father was upwards of 60, 70 when I was born. So if my father's best friend comes into the house and he's 53, 54 years old and I'm only 6 years old and my father's friend says, oh, I want to marry your 6-year-old child. It's okay because he marries me. It's okay because he married me. Why didn't he marry a grown woman, you donkey? Why didn't he marry a grown woman?
A lot of people.
Why a little girl? Listen, if I were in front of you, I would have given you, my hand would be glued to your face. Why did Muhammad marry a little girl? Why didn't he marry a grown woman?
He married a grown woman. Khadija radiallahu anha was 40.
You donkey! How do you know that he married Khadija? You don't know it from the Quran. You have to throw away the hadith. You donkey. Now you went back to the hadith? Hypocrite.
But in the Quran, does it say that Muhammad married a 6-year-old in the Quran?
Listen to me very carefully. In your Quran, your Muhammad goes after Zayd's wife. The woman, her name is Zainab. She was already a married woman. Muhammad told him to divorce her so that he could marry her. So in your Quran, your Muhammad is in fact a lecherous freak. He takes the wife of another man and then he has him unalived in your Quran. But now you want to run to the hadith. Oh, he married Khadija. She was an old woman. He married Khadija because she was elderly. And on top of that, she had money. That's the only reason he married her. That's why in your Quran, you don't have any value to Allah except for your money and your punani. And your po-nanny. Because they're going to take you from behind, from in front, from the top of your head.
Can we condemn this filthy guy that we are talking about? I'm gonna show her something. Lena, I'm gonna defend you a little bit here. Is it Lena Quran words? Okay, so this is one of the email. Okay, I can't show it for a long time. I don't know for the life. Okay, this is from this guy. We don't know who's sending it to. I need you to focus for me. Look what he's saying here. I wanted to reach out because I am dealing with a situation. I will be traveling to France. And you know how the girls look like in France. And first thing came to my mind is you. Do you want to join me in this trip? I'm sure we can have some fun. Okay, this is this guy telling somebody here. We don't know who's that. This is a response from this guy has been redacted to this guy here, that one we were talking about. Look what he said. I got your message. You know me very good how I feel about that, and I'm afraid if I go, I will not handle myself and do crazy things, and I do not want to get involved this time. I will pass this time. I hope you understand, and I would rather stay out of it. Take care of yourself. So, what did you understand from this, Leah? Or is it Leah, right? What did you understand from this? Leah, Quran, whatever.
Yes.
What did you understand from this?
So can I read it by myself, like real quick? Just put it all.
Okay, here you go.
I wanted to reach out because I am
was
dealing
reading
with a
a comment.
situation. I will traveling to France, and you know how the girls look like in France. And first thing came to my mind is you. Do you want to join me in this trip? I'm sure we can have some fun.
So what is he inviting him for?
But if for a trip, it says that for a nice time.
Yeah, for what?
Like
To the
Muhammad.
girls.
Like Muhammad. What's the
For
difference
what?
between this and
For
Muhammad?
what? For what is he inviting him for?
Girls?
Yeah, and look what this guy said. He said like, I will not handle myself. Like he said, I feel about that, and I'm afraid if I go, I will not handle myself. So this is sickening, right? Like he's asking people to go with him just for this, right? Do you condemn that?
Yes. I condemn
Okay.
everything Epstein did.
So then
So then
Muhammad
why
did the
don't you
same.
condemn? Okay.
Let's see who. Okay, take a note, Leah. Take a note, okay? All right, I need you to take a note, sister. Go
Unbelievable.
take 9. Take 9.
Rina,
49.
God bless you. At least you
Okay.
see how bad this is. So God bless you.
Yeah.
But Leah is trying so
take
hard to
9.
defend him.
Yeah, take 949 and take it to your sheikh and tell him what does that mean. There are some of them who say, exempt me and do not expose me to temptation. They have already fallen into temptation, and hell will surely engulf the disbeliever. Let me go to the tafsir. Let me go to Ibn Kathir. I'm bringing it in English. Let's see what's going on here. What's the story? Where is it? Okay, right there.
Surely.
How do you want
Would
to
you
defend
like?
this?
This is Muhammad talking to Jed. He's telling him. I'm going to explain. I'm going to read it and explain it to you. Would you like to fight yellow ones? That's how the Romans, the Byzantines, they called them yellow because they were like a blonde and everything. Yeah, the girls. This year, he said, Allah Messenger, give me permission to remain behind and do not cause fitna for me. Fitna is like temptation, you know. By Allah, look here, my people know that there is not a man who is more fond of women than I. I fear that if I see the women of the yellow ones, which is the Byzantines, the Roman, I would not be patient. The messenger of Allah turned away from him and said, okay, you can
What's
stay.
What's
funny
so
about
funny?
it?
Are you gonna
funny?
condemn Muhammad now?
What is
Are you gonna
funny
condemn
about
Muhammad?
it?
Leah, what's funny?
Here,
Muhammad
Because
said,
everything
take
is
this to your sheikh.
no, stop.
Leah,
Muhammad
This is
said
Leah,
this
from
in
the
take this to your
Quran.
sheikh.
Quran.
Yes, take
This is
this to your
Quran.
sheikh. 949, okay? 949. Take this to your sheikh. Tell him, sheikh,
What's funny?
what was this ayah about? Why did it came down? Give it to him.
What's so
You
funny, Leah?
condemn, yeah, you condemn the first guy, but you
Because
don't
when he
condemn
said
this
the
guy.
the blonde girls,
Why? What's so
Yeah,
funny?
yeah,
What's
they
so
call him the
funny?
yellow
what
ones.
is funny
Make us
about
laugh.
it?
What's funny?
Like it
How
says,
are you
like
so stupid? How are you so stupid that you don't see what the bigger problem here is? Whether they're blonde, whether they have black hair, whether they have brown hair, whether they have auburn hair, what does it matter what color their hair is? Muhammad is saying, go after these women. Go after these girls. Go capture them and make them your shmek slaves. You're dirty, disgusting. Muhammad is saying that.
It's unbelievable. Out of all of this, the only thing got your attention that he said the yellow ones?
What?
Seriously?
I told you she brought up
Wow.
World War III for a reason. Something hypothetical, something that might and could never happen. But she's expecting it to, so that she can basically say, oh, but the men, when they go to war, they can have schmeck somewhere else. Excuse me? Why am I your stupid husband's toy so that he should have schmecks with me against my will?
I didn't mean it like that. I said when
No, I mean it that way. I mean
When-
it that way because that's what Muhammad meant. I go by Muhammad's meaning, not by your meaning. When your Muhammad said, go and unalive all the men and take the little girls, the women and the little girls, what did he mean by that? Didn't he say, don't you want concubines? Your Muhammad in the Quran says, don't you want concubines? Your Allah is an autobiographer of Muhammad. And Muhammad said, don't you want concubines? I become a concubine in Muhammad's world. If Muhammad was alive today,
which
I would
Christian?
turn him into mincemeat.
What?
Yes,
You-
you heard me.
I think you are just frustrated, Rita. You will come
What?
back. to
I'm
Islam.
frustrated. Do you see how disgusting her thought is? This woman is a
Oh my
prostitute. You have to
God.
understand. No. Let me say it loud and proud, okay? Quran, final warning. Her name is Leah. She is a prostitute for Islam. All the men in Islam, they use her.
Leah, I'm a
So I'm
Muslim and I'm
frustrated.
shocked at what you're saying.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm
that's how bad
frustrated.
it is.
I'm very
I'm
picky when
frustrated.
it comes to men.
I'm
very picky
frustrated.
woman.
I'm frustrated, but you're a prostitute. I'm frustrated, but you're a prostitute.
And
How
she's
about that?
worried
Now we're
for
equal.
you.
I'm
And
over
you're making
30, I
jokes
can't
about
make
it. And
love.
she's trying to help
You're over
you.
30? They will
Yeah.
still make you their prostitute. If you were 60, they would still make you their prostitute because that's what Muhammad did. Muhammad took women who were any age, and then he made them his shmek slaves. So you're 30, you're 40, you're 50, it doesn't matter. They can still use your punani. They can still use you as a toilet. And you will have to say, yum, I like it.
I think you have misunderstood the message of God.
No, I don't
Lisa.
misunderstand anything. You're a dirty woman. And you want to make this make sense. You understood
know
when
how
Epstein, you
many-
understood, shut up. You understood when Epstein did something bad. But when Muhammad did something bad that was worse than what Epstein did, you said, no, Epstein is bad, but Muhammad, no.
Because he married.
You're a disgusting woman. He didn't marry her. I just told
Leah,
you.
he didn't
nikah.
marry every single woman that, like,
He didn't marry any woman.
No,
Rinad, the only woman Muhammad married legally, shar'an, okay, is Khadija. Khadija was a Christian woman. Muhammad married her in a Christian ceremony.
yeah, I know.
Okay? So the only woman he actually married was Khadija. The rest of them were concubines. Even Aisha was a concubine. Why? Because he did nikah with her. Would you like a man to do nikah with you, Rinad?
Well, I mean, before this, I thought nikah.
La,
just
la, la, la,
meant,
la.
like,
Nikah, just nikah. Would you like him to do nikah with you?
huh?
Oh,
Rina, are you
Badri, Sabah
Muslim?
al khair. She didn't know that you're a Muslimah.
I'm a Muslim.
Oh, I thought you didn't. Then me and you are. Yeah, okay.
No, she doesn't agree with
Me
you.
and you are not. No.
She doesn't agree with you.
Babe, listen.
She's not
listen.
stupid. Rinad is not stupid.
Listen.
Rinad is smart, and she's telling you what we're telling you is actually accurate because she can read the Arabic. We're not hiding anything from her. But you condemned Epstein, but you don't want to condemn Muhammad. Okay, Rinad, what Muhammad did, was it evil or not?
With the Aisha?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. I don't think child
So it's evil.
anything is okay.
So it's evil. So it's evil,
Yeah.
right? Okay. But Leah says no, it's okay. When I'm 5, 6, 7 year old, I can open my and he can come in and do.
I mean, the only
she
way
said
that
it's okay. She
the
said it's
only
okay.
way that I would tell her to think of it is, Leah, if you had a daughter and she's 6 years old or 5 years old, would you allow a man to come marry her?
She's not a mother. She doesn't care. You see, she's saying that she's okay with Muhammad doing it. She's not okay with Epstein doing it. Yalla, Muhammad wasn't a prophet.
Every single day because of this hadith. I fight. I'm like,
Just shut up.
But
It's your
you're not
Quran.
fighting.
Your Quran.
This is not fighting. This is
This
not
is your
fighting.
Quran.
Me as a Muslim, I'm fighting. You're just agreeing with the general narrative. You're not doing anything to oppose these beliefs that it's okay to marry children, that it's okay to do things with children.
Or what do you follow? Since you say
What
you're a
difference
Muslim?
does
It doesn't
make?
matter. It doesn't matter if I follow Shia, if I follow Sunni. She showed you from the Quran. What does that have to do with anything?
God bless you, Rinad. And may God bring you to the light. Understand something. God would never tell us to do anything evil. God would never, ever, ever tell us to do anything evil. Why? Because God is holy. But Leah says her Allah, who told her father and her brother and her husband, whoever he is, I don't know, I hope you never procreate,
You insult me.
Leah. But your Allah said to them, you can enter little children. And you're okay with it. So your
I
father is
just don't
also
understand
Epstein.
how you agree with it.
No, her father is also Epstein. Epstein and her father are buddies. Congratulations, Leah. You're also Epstein's concubine. Yani, if Epstein came to you and he said, Assalamu alaikum, right now I will put my pepe in you're going to say, okay. What's the
I
difference?
think you misunderstood me. I have
No,
seen.
I'm not misunderstanding
we
anything.
We didn't
I'm not you.
misunderstand anything. She
not
literally
you.
asked you if you think that it's okay, and you kept avoiding it instead of just saying, no, this is wrong. You went to so far of an extent to avoid
she went to hadith.
answering her. And you don't even believe in hadith. يعني pick
She went to
something.
hadith. She went to Khadija. How do you know about Khadija if you don't like hadith?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's
You're such a hypocrite. Leah, stop believing what you
Alhamdulillah.
believe, okay? You
Alhamdulillah.
have to stop. You have to stop being a garbage human being, okay? Try and be reasonable. If you don't like Epstein, I agree with you. You should not like Epstein. Epstein was evil. But if you don't like Epstein, you should also hate Muhammad because Muhammad was more evil than Epstein. Okay?
Like Leah, do you really wanna?
But are you allowed to live in Saudi Arabia when you don't follow?
What are you saying?
What does it have to do with anything, you hayawana? You
Why are
donkey,
you
you
mentioning
animal.
that?
What does it have to do with anything? What does where I live? If I'm Saudi Arabian and I live in the middle of Saudi Arabia, what does that have to do with the
Everything.
goodness of God? What does
live
that
where
have
the
to
Prophet
do?
lived.
What does that? You donkey!
So-
Muhammad was not a prophet. I'll slap the living daylights out of Muhammad and you. Muhammad was not a prophet. If Muhammad did this and this is what he was teaching, Epstein is a prophet. How are you this level of demented? How are you this level of, by the way, today earlier in the afternoon I had an appointment with a Muslim woman, okay? She cursed at me for God knows how long, for like 6 months. 6 months. Like she came up on my panel, she's like, Rita, you BITCH, Rita, you.